guys, welcome back to Shy Shenanigans. I'm Nicole and I'm so glad to have you here. Today is going to be our year in review video where I'm going to discuss and show you guys all of the projects that I have finished this year. So for 2024, I'll be honest, I don't have any cross stitch finishes, so we won't have a section on that. I know, kind of slacked in that department, but I do have several diamond painting finishes that I will go through with you guys from January to December, and I've got several plushie finishes that I did, mostly in preparation for when I went to Lilac City Comic-Con in Spokane back in June. And most of those, save for like maybe one or two, are actually up in my Etsy store for sale. If you see one and you're like, oh my god, I have to have that, you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with plushies. I'm not gonna have them in any particular order because, to be honest, I don't remember which order I did things in. But we'll go ahead and start with like probably the coolest one that I finished that I still have. There are a couple of plushies that I made throughout the year that I don't have with me because they were either commissions or gifts, but these are the ones that I have. And I made this big beautiful baby technically for Comic-Con. This is a Jancy. I love her so much. She's even got a detachable egg. And I should have written down what her pattern designer is, and I didn't, but I will have the patterns, if they're available, linked in the description box below if you guys want to check them out. This one was a free pattern on Instagram from the designer. Not all of these are free patterns, obviously. Yeah. So we will go from there. It's not my camera that's at an angle. It looks like my Glowforge is at an angle. That's weird and it bothers me. Anyway, yeah, so I finished her. She didn't sell at Comic-Con, and she's not for sale on my Etsy just because she's huge and shipping her would be a nightmare. So I'm keeping her. But she is probably hands down the coolest one that I finished last year. My son runs off with the little egg all of the time. I also finished, I have several of these guys. They're little frogs and they have a secret. They have squeakers in them. So they squeak. These guys I also made for Comic-Con, and I have several of them left. They are also up in my Etsy store. This one is it's a $5-ish pattern from All From Jane. And like I said, they will be linked below. I also, I made this big guy. So this is a shiny Drifloon. He's a Pokemon like Jancy. He's normally purple, but his shiny version is yellow, and I thought it would be really fun to make a yellow one. He's huge. His little feet dangle. It's very soft. All of these are actually made with either blanket yarn or Chanel yarn. This one was made with Chanel. This was a pattern that I purchased from the Nerdy Hooker on Etsy. The pattern originally goes through how to make a normal sized one, and then she talks about making a jumbo one. This is a jumbo one. I love him. He is actually available in my Etsy shop if you need to take home your own spooky Pokemon balloon. And then I made these guys. These are little Eevees. They're called Lovies because they're not stuffed. They're for babies, typically. They're easy to hold, very soft. I've got normal colored one. I made a shiny one. And then this one's got shiny ears because I needed to use up the yarn and I was going to run out of the brown. These I also made for Comic-Con. Somehow none of them went home with anyone. I was very surprised. This one I believe was a pattern from Red Mills Crochet on Etsy. And they are actually also up in my store if you want to bring one home with you. And then I have this cute little guy. So I got this pattern to make chubby cats because a lot of my friends were asking if I could make them kitties that looked like their kitties using this pattern. So this was my first test run. It's very, very beginner friendly, very doable pattern. I don't remember the designer name off the top of my head, but they will of course be linked below. This was a very fast make too. I highly recommend. It's super cute. I need to go through and get the colors for the kitties for my friends, and then I'll get those made. And I've got some just generic cat colors that I will probably be making more of these kitties to go up in the Etsy store later this year. And then I actually don't have very much left of what I made this year. That's a good problem to have. I still have a Pokeball left from Comic-Con. This one is a pattern from the Nerdy Hooker. Really fun to make. I do plan to put these up in the Etsy store at some point. Since they're soft, it doesn't hurt when you throw them at people. And then I've got one giant ghost left that I made. So I made this using, I think it was Bernat Blanket Plus. It's like their jumbo one. And yeah, this is the last one that I have, and it's also up in the Etsy store. Those are all of the plushies that I have made in 2024. I didn't really get to crochet very much. Just kind of is what it is. I do plan to do more crocheting this year, and projects that aren't plushies, which we've talked about during the Stash Down videos, but we're going to get serious about that in 2025. Yeah. And then let's go look at my diamond paintings. Hey guys, so this section is going to be my diamond painting finishes for 2024. I've got 13 or 14, I think. I probably should have counted before I started, but I didn't, so we're just going to go ahead and go through it. I put them roughly in order of completion from last year, and if they're bigger than what I can show here on the screen, then I will just go ahead and pop in a picture of it completed. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This first one is actually the very first diamond painting that I purchased. I got it straight from Diamonds and Beasties when she first signed with Diamond Art Club. She was selling them on her own website. This one is Aurora the Unicorn. It is 33 by 33 centimeters. Like I said, it's from Dragons and Beasties. She had 37 colors with 5 ABs, I believe. And they're really just kind of all over the place. But this one is also a round. She was an absolute joy to work on. And I finished her in January. This one, okay, I got things in a pile to see if it'll make it easier. We'll see if that's true or not. This one was Guinea Pig by Eve Izett, also from Diamond Art Club. It is 32 by 42 centimeters. It's a square. And this one had no ABs actually. This one had no specials in it. This was, I believe, one of the first kits I purchased when I started buying diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club, and I also finished this one in January. I did not start this one in January, but I finished it in January. Alright. And then after that, I actually went a couple of months without a finish. Several starts, but no finishes. This one was Spaced Out from the Peanuts. This was one of the pre-framed kits that Diamond Art Club did. I did put batteries in it because it hangs up on my son's wall. and it turns on. Here, I'll turn the light off real quick so you can kind of see how that looks like. How cool is that? It's awesome. Yeah, this hangs up in my son's bedroom. Does it have stats on the back? It doesn't. It was a square kit. It had, I think, 2 or 3 ABs in it. Obviously it doesn't have a legend on it because it is pre-framed, but really enjoyed this one. I finished this one in April. And then this next one isn't going to entirely fit in frame. This is my biggest finish. Probably ever so far, actually. This was Baby Dragling by Randall Spangler. It is a 56 by 79 centimeter kit, and it's a round. And we had 5 ABs in this one. I did customize this one. This is one of the custom kits that Randall Spangler does. So typically this down here is blank, and I used like a pixel art graphic to help me with the letters, and I put my son's name, well, his first and his middle name. And then here at the top, if I can get it to cooperate and not get stuck on stuff, I put his birthday. So my baby was born on April 20th, 2022. So I put that up there. I actually freehanded that one for the most part. And yeah, it's a mama holding a baby. This actually sits right outside of my son's room. And I finished this one, I think, on April 16th, 2024. I did this one actually for an event. I kitted it up during Alyssa's Mang Arts and Crafts Lunar New Year event, and then I finished it during Mackenzie's Dragon Wing Diamonds Stoke Your Dragonfire event. So this one was a cross event one. It was actually really fun to work on. Definitely the biggest kit I have ever completed. This little guy, I apparently did a lot of smaller kits this year. That's okay. This one was Cute But Psycho by Cute But Weird from Mooney Made. I think this might be my only Mooney Made kit that I completed this year, which that's upsetting. I'm going to have to fix that in 2025. But this one had 2 ABs in it, and it's a square. It's, I don't know if I said, but it's a 30 by 30 centimeter. I liked this one. The drill field was almost too tight in some places. I did have a lot of popping drills. Like, I've still got a couple here in the B. But altogether, I quite enjoyed it. It was a fun, quick little kit. And I finished this one, I believe, in May. This one is actually my very first Mrs. Butter D kit that I've ever completed. My brain's just gonna turn off. This is Artist Room, obviously by Mrs. Butter D. It's 32.6 by 32.7 centimeters. No, 52.7 centimeters. I was gonna say 42.6 by 52.7. I can read. This one I actually have hanging outside of my studio, because it's my artist room. And it had, looks like 3 ABs in it, and she's around. I really enjoyed working on this one, and I really liked the artwork and the colors. And I have a lot of other Mrs. Butter D works, and I think I really need to actually work on a couple of those this year. I finished her in June. This one, I'll go ahead and turn her sideways. This was the Crafter's Den Summer Mystery from Jaded Gem Shop. If you guys didn't know, Jade works with Sophie from the Diamond Help Desk. to come up with the mystery kits that we do over in the Crafters Den Discord server, which is open to everybody. I believe Sophie has links on her YouTube channel that you can go to. This was the summer one, so let's see, give me stats. This one was a 40 by 50 centimeter kit, and it had a lot of colors. It doesn't specifically say over here. It was like 60 or something. Lots of fun to do. It actually took me quite a while to figure out what it was. But I had it upside down for a lot of the time, and I remember being like, guys, what even is this? And my friend Tiffany was like, girl, flip it around. And as soon as I did, I was like, oh my god, those are boobies. And I thought they were like rocks or mountains. Which I mean, maybe. But it was like an immediate click after that. I was like, oh my god. I really liked this one. This one does have a bit more space between the drills than I would necessarily like. Like up here in the lighter colors. I don't know if I can really show it well. But you can definitely see the black underneath from the symbols. All in all, though, this was a very enjoyable kit to work on. And like I said, this was a Jaded Gem Shop kit. This, I think, is actually the first Jaded Gem Shop kit I've actually finished. Not at all the first one I purchased, but the first one that I finished. And I finished her in July, I believe. And then this one, some washi tape coming up behind her. This little cutie I actually took with me. I think this was in August. I took it with me when we went to Pullman to get my dog evaluated for knee surgery. And I kitted up there, and I got it started a little bit. I started it in the beginning of August, and I finished it in the end of August. And this one is Sophia by Dragons and Beasties from Diamond Art Club, and she is 32.8 by 47.9 centimeters. She's a round. She has 2 ABs and 1 fairy dust in her. This was a pretty quick finish for me. A lot of this background is color blocking. Not all of it, because some of this blue is like a normal drill, and then like right next to it is a fairy dust drill, and then next to it is an AB, so it might look like the same color, but it's not. She was a joy to work on, and I need to find somewhere to hang her up because she just makes me so happy. Like I said, I did this one in August. This beauty, I actually started in March. I think March was when the Chris Bug Along went on from the Stealthy Crafter. She hosted that one. This was the one that I kit up and started for that event. I did not finish her during the event. I didn't end up getting her done until August also. This one is, let me pull the tape back so I can get all the stats. This is Freya by Chrisabug from Diamond Art Club. She is 42.6 centimeters by 66 centimeters. And she had 3 ABs and 1 fairy dust. So these kitties are actually almost entirely fairy dust. Like their bodies, the white part, it's either fairy dust or AB in there, which was incredible. I really enjoyed this one. The part that I didn't enjoy was this down here. It was just absolute pure confetti, and I'm not 100% sure why. I would have to look closer at the original artwork to maybe understand, but this corner down here was just awful. Awful to work on. You can kind of see her. She's one of them that I'll pop a picture up with. But like I said, I finished her finally in August of 2024. And she was for the Crystal Bug Along. Now this one, This was one of probably my favorite paintings that I did this year, mostly for the art. This is Knitting Witch by Elizabeth Alba. The kit is from Bella Art Diamonds, and she is 40 by 59 centimeters. She had a couple specials. Let me see if I can find them over here. I got it covered up with washi. I'm not going to pull it up, but she had at least 2 or 3 ABs in her, and she's a square. So I did this one. I kitted it up on September 1st, and I finished it on September 22nd, which, fun fact, is my birthday. And I did her for Drills and Chills this year. And if you didn't know, well, I guess I'm not a knitter, but I am a fiber artist also. So this artwork really spoke to me. And Elizabeth Alba has a couple other like fiber witch pieces that I'm really hoping get made into diamond painting so that I can kind of have the full set. This one was actually quite a joy to work on. The only issue that I had was all of the trash drills I had to pick out from the dark colors, but every shop has trash drills. This one just had kind of a bit more than usual. The drill field was a dream, actually. Like, things are very close. The only place that I ever see any kind of space is like in the light colors, and I'm pretty sure that that's more my multi-placing than anything else. But yeah, so I finished this one in September. And then, oh, I'm going to totally bypass it. I did have a smaller kit that I finished in August. It was this one. This was, I believe, Unicorn Potion. It was a Make Market kit. It's like this thing's like a 9 by 12 inch. I don't know what that is in centimeters. It had like 1 AB in it. It's a round. These were, I believe, acrylic drills. They weren't bad. Oh, it's got a glow in the dark one too. I don't know if this will actually glow for us. Let's try. Nah, it's not gonna glow for us. Not really. You can kind of see it. Oh, there we go. So it's supposed to glow in the dark. You obviously have to UV charge it for it to do that. But this is one that had like it came with these little bars so that you can hang it. But yeah, this was a Make Market kit, and I did finish this one in August also. I almost forgot about that. And then this is my last big one that I finished for the year. I got another small one, and I've got a little sticker from Diamond Delights that I finished, but this is my last large canvas. This was the Crafter's Den Autumn Mystery from Jaded Gem Shop. She is a whopping 50.4 by 67.2. I did her in rounds because I'd never done a round from Jaded Gem Shop, and I think I might continue to do rounds from Jaded Gem Shop. I was very happy with how this one turned out. And honestly, doing it didn't ruin the mystery for me because it comes with a black cover on top, so even though when I folded it back, the section had color, this was a big enough piece that for a little while, I mean, I knew it was a lady, but I didn't really know anything else. The color palette is incredibly up my alley. I absolutely loved it. And this one, it had a couple specials in it. It looks like we had 2 crystals and 2 glimmer drills. So those crystals are definitely, you can tell, they're right here in her bodice. And there's a couple in her eyes. And then the glimmer drills, I'm trying to remember where exactly those ended up. I think there's a couple up here in her hat. I think they're mostly in her hat. And she's got a couple of the crystals here on her hands. Yeah, this one was a joy. And I'll pop up a picture of this one too. So that you guys can see her. Yeah, I finished her in November, like early November, 2024. And then the last like canvas type kit that I finished in 2024 was this cute little cow. It was a Highland cow. This is supposed to be a premium kit from Fallon Gems. They reached out to me for an affiliate ship, and I purchased some kits from them that I'm gonna do and let you guys know about. But I finished this one. This was like my freebie for buying stuff, and I quite liked it. These are, I thought they were supposed to be resin drills because it's a premium kit, but these were acrylic. And it's got, I believe, one AB in it. Like, it's got ABs in its nose and a couple of them in the horns. And this kit was enjoyable to work on. The glue was good. Oh, we've got an AB here too. And like, I really didn't have any complaints about like glue and drills. However, the colors on the canvas, like the symbols, did not match what the stickers said. So like if, like, let's say like this one, like this symbol for this drill did not match what that symbol was on the sticker. So this was a white AB, but like my drill container would have told me that it was like a brown. Stuff like that. So I did have to like go through and very carefully like rematch it, because this was right, but the stickers were not right, and that was very confusing. But I already talked to Crimson and she knows. I think this was probably just a fluke on mine. I wouldn't worry about it. I've never seen anybody else with this issue, just me. But this one, I don't know if I said, but it's also a 20 by 20 centimeters, so he's just a little snack. But it was really cute. I liked this. And yeah, that's going to be all of my diamond painting finishes for 2024. And then let's go back and we'll look at some other things. Alright, so those are all of my finishes for 2024. Not a whole lot, but 2024 was a bit of a year here, and so that didn't really afford for a whole lot of crafting time. But I did set out with a goal to finish one diamond painting a month. And while I didn't technically finish a diamond painting a month, I did finish enough diamond paintings to where it evened out. Like, I finished more than 12. So I did accomplish that goal. Goal-wise, for 2025, we can talk about that here for a little bit. Pretty simple. So I have a lot of diamond paintings. So I know a lot of people make this goal too, but I am planning to definitely slow way down on buying diamond paintings for 2025. My current goal is to do maybe 2 or 3, buy 2 or 3 a month, and that's total. That's not like, that's like across all shops. 2 to 3. So I won't be buying like every weekend. I'm gonna try and space it out to probably closer to the end of the month. Unless it's like an absolute must-have. Like, as the time of this filming, a couple of shops that I like have already announced some paintings I really like coming out this weekend, or have already dropped, and I'm like, oh my god. But I'm staying strong. It's only January 1st. It's the time of this filming. This will go up January 3rd, but as of right now, I'm not breaking it on the first day. And accessory wise, I'm gonna do a pen no buy. If you guys have been here for a little while, you know that my small shop hauls are typically pen heavy. I like sparkly things. I'm like a crow. I like my shiny clacks. But I don't need any more pens. I just don't. I have a lot. I don't obviously use one at a time. And I haven't used all the ones that I have. So I don't need to buy more. Kind of same with trays. I have a lot of trays and I have my favorites and I don't reach really for the other ones. So I'm not gonna buy more trays. I've actually pulled a bunch of pens and trays for D-Stash that I'm hoping to get put together, probably, don't hold me to it, but probably by the end of January. I also have some paintings that I've pulled for D-Stash. I've never actually D-Stashed before, so we'll see how it goes. But there's that. So no pens, only 2 to 3 diamond paintings a month, no trays. I don't buy wax or putty, so that's really not an issue, and I don't buy washi tape. I have enough washi tape to last a lifetime. So I don't actually buy new washi. We have a whole series for it, but I'm not buying yarn in 2025, save for commissions. If I don't have the yarn already for a commission, then I can purchase it. Otherwise, we're stashing down. We're gonna get really hard and serious into that this year. And yeah, so that's kind of like a shopping goals for 2025. I want to at least keep up with my finishing a kit every month, at least on average. So I want at least 12 finishes for 2025. I don't think it's too much to say that I could probably get 2 kits a month on average. I think I finished 15 or 16. I really should count them. Kits in 2024, and now with the addition of a nanny, I'm able to get my work done during the day, so my evenings are back to being free time. So I should be able to diamond paint a bit more. That being said, I've been super deep in video games and my pixel sword for the last couple of days, and I haven't actually touched my diamond painting for like 2 weeks. That's a long time. But we'll see. Minimum goal is 12. Top goal is 24. I'd like to hit somewhere in between there, ideally. I think that's entirely doable. Plushie wise, I don't typically make crochet goals. I do want to finish my giant appa that I'm making. It's like a body pillow sized appa. I'm about to finish the body and the tail. I have to do the undertaking of stuffing it. I don't actually know if my 10 pounds of polyfill is going to be enough, realistically. So that's a thing. I want to finish appa. I want to finish my son's baby blanket. He turns 3 years old this year, and I haven't finished it. Because, of course, I haven't. And I need to finish the big gift knit crochet. I don't knit. The big crochet that I started in 2019. It's almost finished. I just need to sit down and get it done. So those 3 are my big goals for 2025. I'm keeping goals low this year because I really didn't achieve very many last year, and I want to be realistic. So those are going to be our fiber goals. Cross stitch goals, honestly, I'm going to keep it like bare bones, like bars on the ground. I just want to finish my Night of the Frost Dragon stitch along. I'm doing it as a comparison series for here on YouTube. I'm doing the cross stitch version of the Night of the Frost Dragon stitch along. Excuse me. It's like 11 o'clock here. By Flossy Fox Shop, and I'm doing the cross stitch conversion, so like the diamond painting of it as well. So I need to finish that stitch along this year, and that's gonna be my only goal for cross stitching, because I didn't have any finishes this last year, and I barely touched my projects because I had so much else going on. Yeah, and YouTube wise, I want to keep posting with you guys. We started hanging out in July, and this has been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of new friends join us in December. So welcome, new friends. And I think it's going to be really fun to see how far this channel goes. And I started it on a whim to have some fun, and this has been great. The bigger it gets, awesome. But we're mostly just here to hang out, talk crafts, and be goofy. And we're going to keep doing it in 2025. So those are goals. I'm really hoping that this year goes smoothly for everybody. If you guys have any New Year's resolution goals or whatever that you want to share, I'd love to know them down in the comments below. I'm not going to show you guys whips today because I don't have it in me to dig them out. Health hasn't been great, so we get what we get. And I'll have whips in my January month in review, which that's a goal too. I'll put that as a goal too. I would like to actually remember to do my month in reviews this year. So you guys will get some whips then. But until next time, I would really appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up on this video. Like I said, let me know in the comments below what your goals and resolutions are for 2025. And as always, if you want to keep up to date on our shenanigans here on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button. YouTube will let you know when I am able to post a new video. And until next time, you guys, I love you so much. Bye.